So we just arrived at the cooking class here in the middle of the rainforest in Khao Sok National Park at Yoo and Jim's farm, and it is one of the most incredible backdrops. If you look behind me, you can see the mountains just completely covered in clouds. And the first part of the class and the first mission of the class as well is to go throughout the farm and throughout their land and collect ingredients that we're going to be using to cook. So it doesn't get any fresher than this, so it should be interesting.
This is the lamb mint. This is our jungle mint. You cannot buy in the market. They grow in the This is turkey berry. We put in red curry later. The little eggplant, but it's quite strong flavor. You better try it after cook. You try it before cook, I think you get a little panic. Ah, you like. And then after cook, it tastes different. And then I like to try the when they're good, not when it's not ready. But I like to eat them raw. I'm used to. I like to eat them raw, but I don't want to feed you raw. This is a coffee tree. This is Robusta coffee. Lower the 800 meter sea level, we're only able to plant the Robusta, and upper 1000 meter sea level, they plant the America. Because Robusta, if you plant in altitude, they're not flowering. Robusta, if you plant in high altitude, they don't flowering. Then that's why Robusta has to be a low land, America on higher land.
So we just finished picking our ingredients, which included some lemongrass, some very strong and very fresh basil, some coconut, with a bunch of other different ingredients, choy. Too many that I can actually remember, but now Jake and Emily are just grinding some coconuts away. It's probably going to be the most fresh meal I've ever ate in my life, and I'm very excited to try it. With a little disclaimer, I can't cook to save my life, so hopefully this goes just as well as I hope it does. First thing that's on the block today is some red curry paste, part of the process. Now the one thing I wish I could share right now is the smell of everything. Everything smells so lemony and zesty and fresh, despite there being absolutely no lemons. That's through the lemongrass. Some of the basil is very lemon sort of scented and flavored and very sweet, and it smells fantastic.
Yeah. That become the banana.
So that's all like banana?
Yeah, this is the like the cover. We use it for cooking to make deep fry.
Wow.
To make tempura. But here, exactly a real fresh from tree. I mean this long bean. I don't think they already know they are off the tree. They not even know they are already off the tree. Yeah. They think they're still in the tree.
Every single ingredient from start to finish begins and ends on the farm. So this is as possibly fresh as you can possibly be. Very excited. It smells fantastic. Like I said before, if I could transport the smells into this video, I would. But there's no way that this video is actually going to do justice for how fresh and zesty everything smells, because it's quite incredible.
Soft, see? It's soft. And you put a little small one here. It's a small one, and then keep rolling down. Keep it rolling until you reach the right.
So those banana leaves that are stuffed into the bamboo full of rice are now in the fire, and that's how we're cooking up the rice. Fill up the bamboo with water, let them boil. Very interesting method of cooking. Excited to try it. Should be delicious considering everything is so fresh. Excited.
And then a fried mixed vegetable with chicken, and then omelette. Omelette healthy. Okay?
Now, a lot of Thai cooking is known for a few things. One, having a lot of sweet flavors in it, which in these dishes you'll find in the coconut milk and the coconut flavors that come in it. Two, the savory, which is often found in the vegetables or the herbs such as the basils or the lemongrass, as well as the chicken. And the third is spicy, which you find in every single curry and the chilies that are used. And the combination of all these flavors and all these different tastes come together to make something that's a big fistful of awesome. And we just had a little taste of the curry, and it's deadly. So one interesting thing about Thai food, and these meals in particular, is the amount of ingredients that are currently being used. There's probably about 1 to 2 dozen different ingredients for about 3 different meals. Whereas back home in Canada, typical menu items have about maybe 4 or 5 different ingredients. It's very beef centered. Your spices are usually just salt and pepper. Whereas here they use chilies, they use basils, a huge accumulation of other things, which creates this huge concoction of really cool stuff. Not a foodie, perhaps, but I do enjoy food. I'm no expert, but this is really, really fascinating. Not only are the ingredients diverse, but so are the methods of cooking. So you start with anything as simple as boiling to frying, sauteing, grilling, barbecuing. Thai food has so many different methods of cooking all these dozens and dozens of ingredients to create so many flavors put into one dish. So on deck we have curry, we have the bamboo rice which has just been finished. We also have some fried banana peels, some other fried goods. We got some omelets made out of duck egg, a bunch of stuff I've never tried before. So again, should be interesting. Truly one of the more unique experiences I've had in terms of culinary adventures. So the food has officially been plated, and now it's just that extra few minutes that we have to wait and cry because we aren't actually eating it right now. And I could not be more excited. Like I've said about 4 times, the smells, the aromas, the textures of the scents are ridiculous. It's incredible. Oh my god. These are so good. So in my banana leaf is the rice that was just steamed and boiled in the fire, which you saw probably from those B-roll shots. And you can just stuff some curry, some chicken, some whatever sort of sauce or veggies, and the omelette, the duck omelette, which this is the best meal I've had in Thailand so far. And it's not surprising considering how fresh every single ingredient is. We literally picked it with our own hands about 2 hours ago. And you know what? How do you guys feel about it?
Delicious. Never want to finish this meal.
So a lot of the ingredients that aren't directly from this farm, such as the chicken, such as the fruit, and the mangoes, are exchanged with other friends of the owners here, Jim and Yoo. And so they'll exchange vegetables, so they'll get meat, and they'll also get fruits. And what's really cool is the chickens here are not bred in factories. They're almost like wild chickens, free roaming chickens, and they're extra fresh. They're more healthy that way. And everything is, not only is it just fresh as you can possibly get, but it's about as healthy as you can have too. And the mangoes, I am not lying when I say this, I've never tasted a mango that has tasted so delightful. It was incredible. It tastes so much better than a mango should taste, and I'd eat probably about a dozen of those a day. I'd eat those ahead of donuts back home. So Tim Hortons, get better mangoes. So just finishing off here on the cooking class, which was one of the best experiences of my travels. I cannot recommend this enough. So if you are in Khao Sok National Park, come and check out Jim and Yoo's cooking class. I'll leave the description the link for their business on Facebook. Everything is as fresh as it can possibly be, as delicious as it can possibly taste, and I've had a really good time here. I'm not typically the type of person that would do cooking classes, but this exceeded every expectation that I possibly had. So, and this is coming from the most genuine place I can provide. So really, I couldn't be more pleased and happy and content. They're the nicest people, live in the most beautiful place, and serve the most delicious food. So till next time, I'll see y'all tomorrow.